my next question makes it even better with you guys here, because the other big thing I always wondered is how do you actually construct the roster each year? And what I mean by that is when I think about it, I think about the fact that you have Landry. I'm going on second question, so I'll bring you back in. It's okay. Um, so when you're constructing the roster, and being around you guys a little bit and being around collegiate summer league baseball a little bit, it seems to me there's two dynamics, right? There's the kids you want and the kids that you're trying to recruit, and then there's the kids that want to play for you, right? And to me, there's a dynamic in that, right? Because you have a fixed amount that you can take. You have very specific needs across positions. So can you just take everybody through the process that you guys, and it's great you all three are here because it is truly a process across the three of you. Can you take us through the process of putting together the team?
Yeah, I mean, I think Louis definitely spearheads our recruiting. I think we have conversations probably almost, 4 or 5 times a week about what's going on, as soon as that summer ends, uh, really before the summer ends, talking about guys, that we want back and things like that. The first year was definitely different. We started with zero players, no returners. So, I think the first year, the most important thing for us was to get the best talent we could with what we were kind of playing with in the league we were in. A lot of more local guys, I would say, that first year. Just trying to, I wouldn't say fill a roster, but we were very talented. But first year was kind of different than the last two, especially, coming off a year where we like to ask our returners to come back. We like that multi-year playing experience. Knowing the cultures makes it easy, when the next year comes around. But player wise, we're just looking for somebody that's willing to buy in. And I think summer ball can be a little iffy with that, but we're looking for a player that obviously is very talented. We have conversations, and Louis mainly has conversations with these college coaches, basically just who is the kid, how is he, what can he do for us, and what is he doing for you guys. So I think those conversations are important. So obviously just talent, trying to understand the kid and what they bring off the field. Summer's a grind. It is in a more relaxed setting, but it's 50 games over really 2 months. So it takes a lot of commitment, and it's vacation for guys that they're signing up for 50 games in 2 months. So we're looking for guys that love baseball, want to be around baseball, extremely talented, and want to take their game to the next level and just get better. So when they go back, they can be that guy they want to be.
And I guess to follow up, like if you think about it, how much is actively recruiting versus players coming to you? Just generally, I mean, is it I mean, it seems to me you guys have the kind of reputation now where kids in that league would want to play for you if they could, but at the same time, like I said, you've got kind of your tick list. So, what would you say as you think about the roster coming up now that you're going into year three, and you've got kind of the reputation? How does it work out as far as the balance?
Yeah, I mean, I think it ends up, shaking out how it shakes out. But I
Yeah.
think, if you go into the season's ending. Obviously, you're kind of feeling out who's coming back, who might come back, who's definitely gone, your older guys. So it's really just trying to lock in who we have that, we know we can count on for another year. And then from that standpoint, it's kind of filling in those holes. So, from there, it's kind of an all out find for that guy that's going to, be, love baseball and be talented and do all the things that we ask them to do and looking to buy in. But again, I think we're looking for guys that can come in and contribute. We're looking at their numbers and things like that, and so as we go through the recruiting process. The school years come around and the fall happens. So really early in the year, we try to load the roster up with maybe even more players than we even have spots for because we understand that things happen in the fall. kids go in the spring and they throw a lot, so they may not come to us even though they're committed. In happen. So kids get put in different spots expected to, right? And then on the other end, you have kids that may have not played as much as they wanted to, thought they might have been in a position to do a lot of things and, um, you know, didn't work out for them. So we're a great home for that. And again, we like to bring players back, even players that may not have contributed a ton for us. Just that year one to year two coming back in a familiar spot really we've seen that be a big jump for guys.